Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Tuesday, May 30th, 2023. The man on trial for the murder of a 1-year-old has had numerous court delays since his arrest in 2018, with an additional continuance pushing the court date further into the summer. Robert Hayden joins us with more information on this oft-delayed case.
The Arthur Davies trial has once again been delayed, this time until a scheduled trial date in July. The case has been in the courts for over 5 years, and the latest delay arrives on the heels of a previous continuance that was supposed to push the trial back to this week. Earlier delays came from Arthur Davies' defense attorney, Zulu Ali, who has previously stated that he needed more time to produce a court expert. That continuance was from September of last year, and at that time, Judge Polone said that he was concerned that if the defense wasn't allowed to produce the expert, the case would be in jeopardy of having to be tried again. Arthur Thomas Davies was 38 when he was arrested for suspicion of attempted murder after his girlfriend's son, Parker Lee Schumacher, was taken to High Desert Medical Center with injuries consistent with child abuse. The 1-year-old was then flown to Loma Linda University Medical Center where he died while on life support, upgrading the charges to murder. Barring any further delays or continuances, the 5-year-old trial is set to begin on July 10th. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Robert Hayden.
The Yucca Valley Town Council is holding a special meeting today at the unusual time of 8:30 a.m., with a focus on awarding contracts for public works projects. Reporter Hillary Sloan brings you the details about what you can expect at this meeting, and we'll have a full recap for you tomorrow.
The Yucca Valley Town Council's special meeting is at 8:30 a.m. at the Yucca Valley Community Center, Yucca Room 57090, 29 Palms Highway, and online. At today's meeting, the Town Council will award a contract for the construction of Essex Park and a design contract to RHA Landscape Architects Planners, Inc. for Old Town Beautification and Sustainability Project Phase 1. Additionally, the Council is holding a public hearing for the annual street, drainage and landscape and lighting assessment districts and ordering the levy and collection of assessments. For a link to the Zoom meeting, see this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Hillary Sloan.
Legislation introduced in Congress last week would automatically approve any applications for broadband infrastructure on federally owned land if the review period for the project takes longer than 270 days. Congressional Representative Jay Obernolte, whose district includes the Morongo Basin, has introduced this legislation, known as H.R. 3340, the Granting Remaining Applications Not Treated Efficiently or Delayed, Granted Act, to expedite the creation of high-speed broadband networks. The legislation is part of a larger rural broadband package that was passed by the House of Representatives Energy and Commerce Subcommittee on Communications and Technology on Wednesday. Currently, there is a 270-day deadline for applications to approve projects on federal land. Obernolte's proposed legislation would see all applications that have not been reviewed with that 270-day period to be approved automatically, without reviews of environmental impact. By expediting development on federally owned land, Obernolte hopes that this legislation will bring better internet services to rural communities like the Morongo Basin, which are surrounded by large swaths of federal land, by fast-tracking development. The larger package of legislation is expected to be considered by the House of Representatives Committee on Energy and Commerce this week. Though the colorful wildflowers that dotted the desert have dried into drab debris, it's not too late to revisit the desert's most colorful denizens. An exhibit focused on stunning wildflower illustrations and prints continues throughout the summer at Yucca Valley's High Desert Nature Museum. The exhibit showcases the work of local artist Henry Mockle, who was one of the nation's most widely known and beloved illustrators of desert plants and flowers. A 29 Palms resident until his death in 1981, Mockle and his wife ran the Pioneer Town Art Gallery, and his self-published book, The Desert Wildflower Notebook, is a cherished compendium of descriptions and illustrations of our local flora. The High Desert Nature Museum is displaying 25 original full-color serigraphs made by Mockle. Serigraphs are the result of a fine arts process where ink is forced through a series of fine mesh silk screens. Some of Mockle's serigraphs required 45 separate layers. The High Desert Nature Museum is open Wednesdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and is located at 57090 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley. An unforgettable night for a worthy cause is on tap for August 19th at Pappy and Harriet's in Pioneer Town. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas shares all the details.
A night of locally based music is coming to Pappy and Harriet's in Pioneer Town, benefiting the Joshua Tree National Park on Saturday, August 19th. Beneath the Desert Sky, curated by David Catching, owner of Rancho de la Luna Studio in Joshua Tree, the legendary studio that has hosted musical luminaries such as Iggy Pop, Joe Walsh, the Foo Fighters, and Queens of the Stone Age, features Mojave Lords and friends, including Flames of Durga and C'est Clair. Joshua Tree's Mojave Lords features Bingo Ritchie and David Catching. Flames of Durga is a female-fronted band featuring twin sisters Bea and Cecilia Romero, also of Joshua Tree, and C'est Clair is the nom de plume of Yucca Valley's Claire Wadsworth. Tickets are available online at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, the Morongo Basin Unity Home, which provides assistance to victims of domestic abuse and their children, is seeking donations for their clients. The Unity Home has asked for journals, adult coloring books, sketchbooks, day planners, women's deodorant, undergarments and socks for men, women, and children, clothing for children, beauty products, press-on nails, conditioner, storage containers, pens, and children's toys. Donations can be taken to their Yucca Valley office, located at 56300B 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley, between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. on weekdays. For more information, visit unityhome.org. If you are the victim of domestic violence, call the Unity Home hotline 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 760-366-9663. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.